More specifically, your pastor, your church leaders, your national leaders need you and want you to be part of Connection 2023. And that's why, as Director of Operations, I'm joining with our National Superintendent, Reverend Brett Jones, to invite you to Connection. The one time in the year when our movement that we all belong to, the Wesleyan Methodist Church of Aotearoa, New Zealand, meets together in person. Over the weekend of 3 to 5 November, we'll gather to celebrate together, to renew friendships, to create new friendships, to fellowship together, to eat together, to worship God together, and above all, to discern what God is asking of us as local churches and as a national movement, in order that we might fulfill the mission he has given us to reach people with Christ, grow disciples in Christ, and serve communities with Christ. And that's why we need you to join us. It's why we want you to join us. This won't be a boring, fact-filled talk fest where we are talked at. Yes, we'll hear from our leaders, and then we'll use what they share as springboards to talk in church clusters and decide what God is calling us to in our churches and nationally. And that's why your pastor needs you with them, so that they have people to help them discern what God is calling your church to. And it's free to you. That's right, you don't have to pay anything. There are 4 events that make up Connection, and you're welcome to come to all of them, or to choose to come to just 1, to 2, or to 3. Connection kicks off on Friday the 3rd with our missional discernment sessions, where we will look at the 2025 strategic plan through the lenses of multiply, fruitful, reaching, and releasing. This is the first time that we'll talk in church clusters and decide what God is calling us to in our churches and nationally. Friday night, we'll come together for a night of food, fellowship, fun, storytelling, and tribute. And then on Saturday the 4th, we'll continue our overall theme of multiply by looking at how we can multiply discipleship, multiply evangelism, multiply well-being, and multiply churches. Again, our sessions will be interactive and we'll be able to discern together in our church clusters. Our time together ends with arguably the highlight of the weekend, the worship and ordination service, when we will ordain those whom God has called into the ministry. In a moment, a QR code will show on the screen, and I encourage you to right now take out your phone. Yes, your pastor will let you. Take it out, scan the QR code, and register now. If you would like to know more, talk to your pastor. I look forward to seeing you at Connection 2023, 3 to 5 November at East City Wesleyan Church in Botany, Auckland.
Holy Spirit,